Tonino.
Hi, Lisa. Glad to be here. Thanks for inviting us.
Thank you so much for attending. It's a pleasure to see you here. Can you please share a bit more about your company, what you do, where do you invest?
Well, just to be short and in summary, I'm based in Australia these days. I've been in financial services for 30-some years. I was offshore for about 22 years. I worked for some of the largest Fortune 50 companies and some of the most important industrialists in the world, Li Ka-shing, amongst others, and I'm still part of that family's ecosystem. Since returning to Australia, I've helped create a venture capital fund. Not only run my own family office, but we decided to, with a number of other families, create a multi-family office because we're often always invested in the same things at the same time, spending the same money. So we wanted to create economies of scale, economies of knowledge, etc. We started out with a venture capital fund or firm, which has turned into an institutional fund. That's called Carthona Capital. That now manages in the order of about 250 to 300 million under management for very early stage venture capital opportunities. I'm a partner and a director of one of Li Ka-shing's funds in China, Millennium Capital Group, which is a private equity fund specifically targeting significant SMEs, growth opportunities where they need 20 million or more in capital, and that has in the order of about 5 billion under management from the provinces and significant sovereign wealths and family offices of the world. We've also, vicariously, we were asked to help create a global cancer fund, which I'm a partner of. That came out of serendipity. A lot of my family members, unfortunately, have had cancer. Some have survived and some haven't. And I was asked by one of the leading neurosurgeons on the planet to help him create a financing model that would help his foundation create some sort of longevity. And the outcome of that was the Global Cancer and Research and Commercialization Fund. We spent a long time in 2016 working with the President and the Vice President of the United States at the time, which we were very happy to do so, part of their Cancer Moonshot ambition. In that fund we've raised in the order of about 300 million euro. And again, we're trying to fast forward the outcomes for cancer and cancer treatment in collaboration with some of the leading cancer research institutes and foundations. And recently, for the longest time, we've been asked to create a very late stage fund, particularly to invest in businesses that are approaching capital listings or some sort of liquidity event in the capital markets, which we're often been privy to. I've been related to Silicon Valley for nearly 25 years, so we often see individual offers to buy shares in upcoming opportunities like 23andMe, Samumed, Pinterest, or the top unicorns. So having done a lot of those in special vehicles, we, again, like the other institutions we've created, we're formalising the process and institutionalising the process and starting to raise money from the family offices, not only our own, but others who we know and trust who want to invest in that sort of opportunity. And I think our ethos is basically to reach out and collaborate with as many like-minded families and other investors as we can find, which is the reason why we're actually here, to collaborate with the ecosystem that you've created and with the ecosystem we've created, and again, try and drive outcomes as fast as we can, not to the detriment of everybody involved, but to the betterment of everybody involved, where we're not interested, like Wall Street and others, in how much money we can make and the fees we can take and all the rest of it. What we're very interested in is the outcomes and execution to the mission.
Very nice. I'm truly impressed. What can you say about the Private Investment Forum? How was your experience so far?
Well, so far it's been wonderful. Again, it's my first visit to this forum, and again, I've been to many. Again, I hope to be to many more, but so far so good. In relation to the logistics, the infrastructure, and the way you've put it together, I take my hat off to you. You've done a great job in the way you manage the process and try and again create an ecosystem of like-minded people, collaborations to achieve outcomes.
Thank you. So what do you think about the format itself when we're putting two decision makers from different regions together with the aim of discussing potential opportunities? Does it work?
I think it will work. It's again, I can only speak to to what we've built around the firms and funds I'm related to, and some of that activity and what you're doing is very, very similar. And over the course of time, the more people get to collaborate and communicate and have a forum or a platform to communicate ideas, investment opportunities, etc., people become much more comfortable with that proposition and that platform, and quite quickly transition to they know what they want, they know what they're looking for. They know that being on the platform, they're talking to people that they know and trust, or they know they can know and trust. And again, it drives outcomes at a far faster rate than you would otherwise do, because knowledge is power, and the only way to execute on the planet is to bring people together and effectively work together. If we don't do that, we can't get anywhere.
That's true. And what do you think about the PIFW Connecting Leaders app? Did you manage to use it? Do you find it useful and easy to use?
Yes, it's fairly easy to use over the course of time. Again, the more you use it, the more comfortable you will be with it. I have no problems with it in terms of the way you've constructed it and trying to bring people together. Obviously, within the remit of one day, you can't meet everybody that you want to meet. But the beauty of a platform is that it's not a one-day event where the faces are around you on a particular day. You can actually reach them and say hello. And beyond that, because you are on a platform, you can actually reach them, virtually. You don't have to be in the room to be able to be connected. So over the course of time, like other platforms I'm on, I'm happy to continue to use it literally on a daily basis when I'm looking for collaborators, and I'm looking to collaborate on behalf of the families I represent.
Thank you very much for your kind feedback. It was a pleasure having you here, and I wish you a fruitful day ahead.
We wish you every success. We think it's a fantastic event.
Thank you.